Andy Zaltzman in the house, everybody.
Woo! All right.
Yes, welcome back.
Thanks.
Let's start with Holland, Mexico. And for me, one of the standout elements of it is Van Gaal versus Herrera, two fundamentally different types of coaches.
Yes, they're good coaches for the neutral to watch. Obviously, Herrera's been a real feature of the tournament. I'm not sure that is necessarily what you want as a player at moments of tension. To look to the side and see your manager externalising absolutely everything. I don't know how much influence the manager has in terms of percentage likelihood of the results, but we tend to overstate these things. But
those two could have been the subject of your head-to-head.
Yes.
But they're not. You've gone for something slightly different.
I've gone for pace versus wisdom, specifically Robben's pace against Rafael Marquez's wisdom. He's sort of the antithesis of the English centre-back. Marquez, he looks like he could launch his own fragrance. But his problem is, although he's always been a beautiful player to watch, he rarely moves above 0 miles an hour.
True.
And Robben moves considerably faster than 0 miles an hour. So that is a key clash for me.
Who do you fancy in that clash?
I think I'd probably take Robben to win that clash.
He's been in formidable form as well.
Yep.
The Mexican key player.
Well, the Mexican key player for me is whoever is their sports psychologist. I don't know if they have one. They should have one. They need one. I think it's 5 World Cups in a row they've gone out in the second round. Yeah. They've only ever won one knockout game in World Cup football. They have to have someone saying, it is not inevitable that you're going to lose.
They've got 50,000 fans in Brazil.
Yeah.
So that's going to give them a bit of a boost. And to some degree, if it does go to penalties, they'll feel that they might have the psychological advantage. The Dutch, other than England, are pretty much the worst team in international football at penalties in competitions like this.
Yeah, I don't know what Mexico's record is. I think they went out in '94 on penalties. I think Mexico they have to win in normal time, otherwise they are absolute toast. Okay,
that's an intriguing game. So is Costa Rica, Greece for slightly different reasons. Greece, of course, your favourite team in the tournament, right?
Well, not entirely. I mean, I still think Greece owes football a debt from 2004 when they won the Euros, playing the most miserable, hideous, defensive anti-football. I'm not saying they didn't deserve to win, but they did win, and they won basically holding a gun to football's head, saying, look at me, and then shooting it in the face.
Results don't lie, though, Andy.
Results don't lie, but I mean, lots of people don't lie. You wouldn't necessarily want them around for dinner.
True. So, that is the subject of your head-to-head, is that the diametrically opposed forces colliding in this
game. I've gone for football versus cosmic justice. Greece has this debt. I mean, they play slightly more attackingly in this World Cup, I think largely due to necessity than desire. So I just think Costa Rica, for the sake of football, for the vengeance for Greece's victory in 2004.
Payback time.
Payback.
Joel Campbell's an interesting character. You hear this a lot because he plays for Olympiacos.
Yeah.
You keep reading, oh, well, you know, the Greeks are going to be familiar with his style. They're going to know a lot about him, so that will make him less of an impact.
Problem is, I guess, that Joel Campbell has been playing in Greece. He's going to be able to tell his teammates, these guys are all absolutely useless, we're going to kill them.
Quite. He could have been your choice as the Costa Rican player to stand out, but he's not.
No, I've gone for Costa Rica's key player is the woodwork, because in Greece's last game, they absolutely peppered the woodwork in an uncharacteristic display of trying to score goals. And they hit the woodwork 3 times in the last game. You know, if all 3 had gone in, that could have been a 5-1 win to Greece. That would have been a surefire sign of Armageddon. So with Greece hitting the woodwork could be absolutely crucial.
What about for the Greeks? Who's their key player?
The Greece key player for me is Lazaros Christodoulopoulos. Because I just think it's got to be a massive psychological boost if you are a couple of goals down near the end to have a player called Lazarus in your team. I mean, that must
Should have seen it coming.
I mean, that's clear, isn't it? You've got to think we've always got a chance.
Quick line on Jorge Pinto, one of our favourite characters. A real paradox, isn't he? A sort of brawling, freewheeling coach, but quite a sophisticated coaching technique.
Talk about total football. He's like a total manager, isn't he? He's got the tactics, but he's also got the pent-up fury and some fantastic body language. What you want from your Latin American managers, as we've seen from Herrera at Mexico. And when Costa Rica would deny that penalty against Italy, he was charging up and down the touch. It was like he was kind of trying to conduct some heist, but maybe the guy on the Titanic conducting the band, thinking we have to get through this very quickly, guys, because we are going down. Like that.
That's what you pay your money for.
That's right. You don't want Steve McLaren sitting there with his umbrella, or Roy Hodgson looking thoughtful. You want someone going absolutely nuts on the side, but with the idea that they also understand what's going on.
Right, that is just about it for today's show, I'm afraid. Give it up for Andy Zaltzman, everybody. Fantastic stuff, as ever. Excellent stuff. Oh, quick prediction before you go. The Costa Rica-Greece game, I think.
In World Cup knockout stages, the negative team generally always wins, so I'll go for Greece. It'll be hailed as a tactical masterstroke because the way the pundits do it, they'll talk about a team being brilliantly organised. What that means is 11 men behind the ball. They'll say they got it tactically spot on. What that means is 11 men behind the ball. They looked to play on the counter-attack, 11 men behind the ball. Opponents didn't have a plan B. They kept 11 men behind the ball for 90 minutes. So I'm going for Greece. OK,
that's what Andy thinks. Let us know your predictions in the comments below. And don't forget, you can subscribe for more great World Cup content. Coming up tomorrow, broadcaster Michael Carlson is on the show. He'll be looking ahead to France, Nigeria, and Germany, Algeria. So for that and much, much more content, check it out right here. See you tomorrow.